India's foreign policy, how it has evolved under the leadership of Shri Narendra Modi led BJP government from the year 2014 until now. We have been following non-alignment strategy, and we were so much hesitant in doing anything. We were so much hesitant in participating any global phenomenon, be it economical one, be it a political turmoil, be it any international event or wars or conflicts. So now we have been following with the advent of Shri Narendra Damodar Das Modi ji and his visionary foreign policy, and with the leadership of Shri Jaishankar ji, we have been following multi-alignment strategy, and we have formed minilaterals and multilaterals. What do you mean by multi-alignment? See, in order to earlier in the post-independence, we were not economically stronger, we weren't so much self-reliant, and economically we were weak, and our democracy hasn't been evolved so strong then. So we have chosen to follow non-alignment one. Non-alignment means not interfering and not joining any of the world's strongest political and economical blocs like India, either be it USA or USSR. Now, what is happening with the India's foreign policy and with the increased global image, we have been following multi-alignment strategy. We have been involved with both Russia and Ukraine equally. Our Indian Prime Minister went to Russia, our Indian Prime Minister went to Ukraine, and Indian Prime Minister went to Russia again and then to Ukraine again. So we have engaged with both the countries, and we have propagated the importance of peace to both Russian president and also to Ukrainian president. So I would like to explain foreign policy with respect to our neighborhood countries, with respect to political groupings, with respect to economical blocs, with respect to our enemies, the so-called not so friendly enemies like Pakistan and China, and with respect to war-torn countries, be it Russia, Ukraine or Iran, Israel. So first I would like to come to neighborhood countries. With respect to neighborhood countries, our Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji has chosen to meet a neighborhood first policy. What does it mean? We have given utmost priority to our neighborhood countries. As everyone tells, our neighborhood people should be okay with us. We should always wish welfareistic things about them. We should always wish good things about them. Likewise, we have given utmost importance to our neighborhood, and we have tried to create the most salubrious and the most congenial neighborhood so that we can prosper well, and we can have a win-win situation, and we can lead a most harmonious and orchestrated life, political and international life altogether. So in that capacity, we have achieved vaccine diplomacy when the whole world has been grappled with the corona pandemic, when the whole world was so much clueless about what to do next and what to do, and they didn't have, and when they weren't much equipped with the vaccines, when they weren't much equipped with the PPE kits, India has come forward to provide vaccines not only to the Indians but also to 98 countries in the entire world. In that, we have given lots of importance to our neighborhood countries. Thereby, we have achieved vaccine diplomacy. This is our capacity. I would like to come to our Pakistan, the not so friendly neighbors like Pakistan and China. How did we tame their aggression? What did we do to their attacks on us? Pakistan is being flagged and castigated in all the world forums, including the United Nations, for its terrorism and its betrayals. And we've abandoned them in most of when Pakistan has tried to create an obstruction to the functioning of the blocs like SAARC. We have created other sub-regional groupings like BIBIN. What does it mean? Bangladesh, Bhutan, India and Nepal, and also the BIMSTEC. Bhutan, Nepal, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, India. So we have created and we have used those two forums. Even with the absence of Pakistan, we could able to propagate our own ideologies. We could able to achieve our leadership in the global forums. So this is our capacity. So when China has tried to encircle India by creating the ports and by helping our neighborhood countries by giving them enormous amount of loans, that is called their the most infamous Belt and Road Initiative. So we have tried to invest more and more of Indian projects, Indian infrastructures like international north-south transportation corridor, and we have chosen to use our own Chabahar port to counter China, and we have chosen to invest more and more in Indian domestic companies. We have chosen to broad base our to manufacturing thing, thereby counter China. Now China has its own headaches to concentrate more on its the most shrinking internal economy and its most other domestic issues, political conflicts, political slugfest and turmoil, economical turmoil. Now we have emerged the most successful global south in the world's map. I'm so happy to tell that with our India's relations with respect to G20 countries. And what do you mean by G20 countries? It is a group of the most developed countries in the entire world. It is mostly of an economical bloc. So we have organized G20 meetings, G20 gatherings in India, so most successfully. How could we be able to do that? We have chosen to organize G20 meetings in the length and breadth of the countries. We have organized in 60 cities of India, and we have involved more than 1.5 crores Indians from all walks of life, and we have invited 1.5 lakh guests from about 125 countries, and they've all participated in the G20 meetings. And we have not learned and we have not listened to the G7 countries, the dictation of the G7 countries. It's a block of the most developed countries like USA, UK, Italy, Germany, and European Union. We have not listened to them. We have propagated our own ideologies. We have put forth our own ideologies. Thereby we were standing in the vanguard and prepared the whole world for India, and we have demonstrated India in the whole world, in the global stage very well through Delhi Declaration. It is a global well-being thing, and we've given many things more like sustainable development, economical development, political stability to the whole world. And thereby we have achieved the multi-alignment strategy, and also are the most foreign diplomacy, the most desirable foreign diplomacy. I'm happy to say that we have achieved that. BJP being the most largest political organization in the entire world, it could able to enroll 9 crore Indians in Sadasyata Abhiyan campaign, and I'm happy to say that thereby we have again emerged as the most largest political party in the entire world. See, our ideological base being nation first strategy, good governance strategy, ethical governance strategy, and also the most importantly preservation of Sanatana Dharma, which is the basic tenet of our own existence, and it has taught the entire world the power of fortitude, the power of accepting everybody as equal, and the power of propagating the entire world, the advocating the entire world, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, that is global well-being. And I'm happy to say that demographic dividend, democracy and demand are the 3 Ds which has made India the most powerful one in the world map to emerge as the 5th largest economical world power. What do you mean by demographic dividend? Our major chunk of our Indian population is in the age group of 15 to 49 year old, and that is most desirable thing for any economy to grow well, and to see an unprecedented growth, and to grow in such a speed, and the growth engine has already been moving with a greater momentum that is being given, the much bigger has given by the demographic dividend. We are not making it a demographic disaster, because Modi ji's visionary leadership has given most impetus to the Indian youth, and we are investing more on improving their skills, improving their vocational skills. Thereby we are making them participate in India's growth story. This is our demographic dividend. And our democracy. India in the entire world is the most vibrant functioning democracy, and time and again we have proved that we as a democratic country, we as the largest democracy in the Indian world are having a privilege of political stability from 2000 2014 until now, we are having a political stability, and that democracy, that political stability has given vigor to the India's growth story and India's growth engine. And third one is the demand. What do you mean by demand? Indian markets have created a new hope, and it has given a new lease of hope for the world, a world power. When most of the world economical powers have been either grappled with the recession or the recessionary tendencies, most of the world economics are crumbling. India is able to achieve the economical resilience to broad base our manufacturing thing and to have a positive GDP growth consistently. We are marching ahead. We are treading the path of becoming the third largest economy very soon. Under the Vikasita Bharata Abhiyan, Modi ji has given an idea to run away, to shy away from the colonial mindsets, and we are trying our best thing to remove the colonial mindset in each and every bit of our Indian thing. So we have been shaped by the colonial administration. We have not repressed by that. As a result of which we are able to emerge as the most prominent, the most democratically successful, and the most functioning democratic economy in the entire world. I am so happy to say that. So our BJP government is marching ahead and doing and it has come to the power for the third grand time. And here in these 125 days, the Modi government has given much fillip to the growth story, and we have created so many infrastructure things. We have invested more than 9 lakh in infrastructure. We have invested more than 21,000 crores in uplifting the farmers, in giving them, and we have transferred that amount of money to their bank accounts, and we have created more than 9 crore pakka houses to the poor and the marginalized people, and we have given much fillip to the manufacturing base here, and we have invested more than 9 lakh crores in implementing many infrastructure developmental things in the entire world. It is the most desirable thing for India. In these 125 days, we could able to achieve all these things.